Greetings, everyone. Strategic Sage here. We're going to be doing a Creeper World 4 map March 20th in the Chronom area. That is the daily challenge, if you will, area of the game. And I'm not usually a big fan of these because they're randomly generated, and human design maps generally have a specific style to them that is, I just think it's a lot more interesting to play. These get kind of samey. But this one, because of the layout it's got, and you get one of these every once in a while, there are some unique aspects to it. It doesn't play out like you might expect. We've got all this flip breeder down here. The spores and the skimmers are always going to be pretty standard in these. Sometimes they have mesh, sometimes they don't. We've got the stash here, dark tower, a blob, and then our various resource terrains. We've got some trees over here, and a bunch of urns, some buried and some not. There is a bit of a question where to start, but I think upper left is definitely better than the upper right. Obviously a hard no on the bottom area, too much resistance there. There's 3 emitters over here, so it's going to push much harder from this direction. This will tend to fall off and pull in these areas some, and I want to get to this skimmer quickly. Now we do have the trees over here. Redon's pretty much in the middle. We got more urns over this way. We have more resource terrain. So I think this is going to work out best. And it's going to take a little over a minute to get energy positive here. Alright, let's get this miner going now. And how close are you? Still got a little bit more to go, so let's keep moving on. There we go. Everybody now on, all towers, all miners. And once they're done, we are going to go with terps. Unbury the urns quickly. You can see this is definitely flowing more out this way. It's taking a lot longer to collect on this side. Next will be cannons. And then the mortars. Turn on factory. Turn on urn portal. Refineries. And I think we're going to hold there for now. And as this comes up over here, we are getting some ammunition to our cannons to fend it off until our mortars have time to join the fight. Okay, let's get these on. And I also want to throw up a few snipers. Start with that. Got a couple of them over here. One of them sort of behind the hill, but they're going to make sure nothing comes that way at us. Ooh, we need to be getting these in place. Energy, range, rate. Let's do that. And then I want to throw a few cannons over here. And a mortar. I want to make sure... I want to get to this. And I'd actually would have liked to start a little bit sooner, but I want to get to it before it spawns on me. Okay, we're ready for more miners. This will take our energy again, but once they're in place, we will have good economy for the rest of the level. There we go. Let's get out here. And I think it's going to be close. We can probably make it still. Knocking out this skimmer. We do have a good amount of energy, so let's throw up some more of those. Okay, I think we need to move a little bit here. Maybe we move you there. That should work. And less than a minute, but that should be plenty of time for this to get in place. Okay. So, since we have energy going well at the moment, I'm going to throw up some more of these, but then also, we shouldn't need any of you in there, and we can switch over. Mine production, not particularly useful to me. I'm going to have more ARG and green ARG that I'm going to be able to use. So I'm just going to go with the move speed and build speed. And of course, this emitter, my next objective. Now that I'm getting some of these mortars up, slide out this way. I think I'm going to put up some more snipers. One over here. Maybe a couple out this way. I could go with pylons. I'm actually going to throw some beacons up for later. And then also start micro-rifting. Okay. I want to push out this way. One cannon on top, one on each side. You know, mortars in behind them. Snipers coming out to help. Let's extend our tower network, and now that this skimmer's down, move past it. Perhaps a few more mortars out here, just to make sure we have enough. I think we're ready now to nullify that emitter. So, with the flip breeder over here, I tried a couple different ways of going about it. We could just jump over here with, you know, a sprayer early. I tried that, it wasn't fast enough. But then, this totem placement right here is actually quite good, and we lost our nullifier, so let's fix that problem. But it's actually going to block off the flow of the creeper from this direction, so not at all the approach I normally take, but we actually have quite a good situation for simply ignoring entirely all of that flip breeder. There's no good convenient way to get at it. And we can completely, you know, trivialize the creeper that's over there to begin with. And there we go. So you are down. And we're building up this totem. You're not up here far enough. Let's move in further. Let's knock out this spore launcher. Make sure we move in some extra firepower to handle that. We need to reduce this a little bit before I'm going to be comfortable, especially with that still active. now I think we can just move back. Start pushing around the other direction. Got our first micro rift up, but waiting on some more ARG really to go much further with that. This is all under control. Let's move you out this way. And slide you over here to eventually get this, I hope. Now, I want to push everything back from the stash. The blob here is kind of in an interesting place. We can't really take the top of this very conveniently because they'll just slide up the side. It's too far down and too sharp an angle for the snipers to handle. So, instead of doing that, glad to have all this cleared off from the stash. We're going to stay a safer distance away from the blob. Until we can get a better angle on it. I'd like to get that cannon forward. There we go. I think that should be a good spot. And now we're going to push off this direction. So we're just, you know, finishing up one angle at a time, moving on to the next. Let's move if we can. Couple snipers out here. And again, you know, these are very conveniently placed totems. So we don't have to do a lot of pushing off in other directions just yet. Now we have Creeper going down under 50k now. And let's... I think we're going to need more soon. Just throw in some more weapons. I'm going to grab another sniper as well. Sort of overcooking that there a little bit, but energy supply is in fact hanging up. And of course they're still trying to drag eggs with them, those wonderful blobs doing that thing that they do. I think once we connected this is going to be a good place, I think, for another micro rift. I don't have... Oh, I do have my beacons up. Okay. Let's move one of you forward. There we go. Let's diversify a bit here. Sniper out there. Sniper over here. Let's bring forward one more. Just going to make sure those blobs are not an issue. And of course, we're going to want them also for eggs out this direction. Actually, I don't know why I did that, because I don't really need the mine production. Let's use that better. Let's put that in here. Some things are just habit, but sometimes the habit isn't the best thing that you need for the current situation. And now we're going to connect to another totem. Perhaps not quite yet. We still have that connection up. Might be close enough here. I think we are here. Nope, we weren't quite. We'll keep throwing force down there, though. We'll get there. So I want to keep pushing along this ridge and then along the right here as well. It's probably not too far away from throwing our beacons into the fight. I'd like to get you up here a little more. Let's also grab that last urn. Reclaim is coming. Let's get a beacon out that way. Earn another mortar. Okay. Definitely got some more stuff to nullify now. Let's just make sure that I'm pushing these weapons forward. Grab you. And you. See, that's beacon maybe here. Throw one on that side. And one in the middle. Let's see how our weapons can fit in around that afterwards. We need... I have not moved forward my snipers far enough. Not even close. I don't need a lot of them. Okay. So we're getting the eggs over here. We've knocked out... I don't think they have any more... No more creeper emitters. We just need to knock out these eggs. And we're just about home. Nullifier. Let's get a few more connections up in here. And I think that's going to be my last one. Yep, the rest are all set. So this was March 20th. And again, I think a little more interesting with the chronoms, excuse me, following the totems along the ridges, and having the totem over here block off this so it becomes irrelevant. And the blob over here, just sort of a more interesting flow to the map than I've seen from most of the chronoms. So thanks for watching, everybody. Not that long of a map, but I thought it was kind of fun. And I'll see you soon with more Creeper World 4.